Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Beyond Meat on the daily, weekly time frame using technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up, or click down here in the bottom right hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And guys, don't forget to give me thumbs up, like the video. Beyond Meat, daily chart, 215 up, 37 cents up after hours, 4.1 million shares traded, 1.30% green on the day. So we held this low, guys, around the 138.42. That's where we had the pivot. We went up, another pivot came in, consolidation took off. 240, didn't see that coming. Either did anybody else, guys. They had pulled the plug. I think they had earnings here too. We had some puts straight down, took those off, and it kept on going. All right, but it's holding this area where we were once before we went up, and it's doing okay. Notice 147.72 was a good area of support and resistance. Instead of dealing with it, what do? They gap it up, holds the support, and then what? 5-day run up into this area with a gap fill and the pivot high here right around the 172 area with the 50 MA. So a lot of resistance up here, guys. They're going to need more than this. They're going to have to really, actually, they'll just probably gap it up and keep it going. For me, no position in this one, so I could care less either way, all right? 50 MA, we're right back below it. I mean, a little tiny bit, but if we cannot get above these pivots and make a run for this high candle here, where are we high? 181.75. Let's start with 180 and then 181.75. Then most likely more chop and slop down here, all right? The 20 MA curled below the 50 MA. A little bit weaker position on here because it's crossing over. You need the 20 MA on top. That gives it a little stronger trend. Right now it's just going up and down, and still it's a new issue from May. Anything's possible with this one, all right? So just be careful. Bulls, you got to keep running. 180, get above this pivot, and then try to fill this gap and get to the 750 retrace right here at 190.87. But I want to push this one up. Let's see here. To the last low pivot. I just want to see what areas, guys. This is a little more short-term trading for me. So you take it from this low to that high instead of the whole range. I just want to see where we're in. So, yeah. So we're above the 2.5. Yeah. So there's still 382, 50, 618, and then the 750 coming up. So we're still down sideways, lower range. If we get back above at least the 382 around 176-ish area, and if we can make a run for that 187.71, and then fill the gap up here around 197. If it does move up, guys, remember, down, sideways, still in this upper range coming from the lows where it's up and sideways. But, man, big range right now, guys. Easily go up again. We can easily go down and start filling this gap window, and then the gap right around the $100. And that's a big area. If that doesn't hold, then I think we're going a lot lower because there's still a couple gaps down here. And these are the ones, guys. IPO, they hype, and next thing you know, you're back to 45, and you're, what? That doesn't make any sense. And you have to look at it like this. Does 45 to 240 make any sense? And then it's funny, when we go to 240 to back to 45, what's going on here? This doesn't make any sense. Well, okay. Does anything make sense right now in the markets? You know, just ask yourself that. So, still, down, sideways, inside bar. Let's look at the weekly. Could tell a different picture, guys. Now, the weekly, you have this inside bar here. So the bulls, you really want to get above this inside bar, this red one here at 172.18, and you want to get above this high red bar or low bar right around 181.75, so 182. So yeah, the area to get above right now, though, guys, yeah, it's a 382, about 176. Man, you get that, we talked about that. You get that big red bar. It usually leads to lower prices, then a retrace, or it goes like this, hits a quick retrace, and then starts dumping. This one dumped into a nice retrace. But man, down sideways, still not going anywhere. This low candle here, this big green bar, the low of it, it's going to be more resistance, just like in this candle too. All right, and then of course the top too, around the, that's why I'm saying around 182. If you get above that, then you could probably start to run a little bit. Then you still have this overhead, that overhead pivot around 200. 200 is going to be huge. If you can't make it above that, maybe that's the area to short again. We'll have to see how this works. 213 as well. But still down, sideways. Not really giving us much. Still have to keep an eye on the markets, though, and the SPY and all that. SPY starts dumping, guys. This will follow. SPY keeps grinding. This should help it grind. I mean, it had a, it's been floating up. Nothing crazy. But man, still 240 to 140, 100-point drop. Now we're getting a little retrace. Don't be chasing this one, guys. Let it go lower. And if it goes higher, so be it. Let it go higher. There's other stocks to trade out there, guys. But just looking at one more thing. And then the monthly. I mean, we had the monthly close. It's really not saying much. Came back in. But if you look at the, Eiffel Tower, and you can see on this one, we came right back in and we closed below that high. That's a little more bearish, and then we got the pullback. So we're still not out of the woods, bulls. Again, you got to get it pretty much above 200 and maybe. All right? And you got your ways to get up there, but 200 is your key area and then possibly higher. All right? And that's if the SPY grinds or some news. Maybe they'll be in Costco next week. And I still think, guys, man-made products, long term, I don't care what anybody says, man-made or woman-made, either way, whatever, never good. Never good. At least in my opinion. So, but I play the charts, guys. Could care less. But we'll know. We'll know more in a couple years from now how this stuff's working. So, if you're a bull, you got in down here. You should have been out up here. If you're a big believer in this one, you buy somewhere down in here. Maybe. I still think we're going to fill some gaps down in here, guys. So just be careful with this one. We'll see what it brings in the next couple of weeks. So, all right. Thanks again for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video. And don't forget to subscribe. Hopefully, we'll do some live stuffs in the near future or live streams. And then we'll go from there. All right, guys. Thanks again. God bless. See you on the charts.